Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends and let us have some good time together. Now, the story of today, a lady, she approached me. She already watched my videos for long and she already left Islam. But she have a brother. He is very highly educated. And he stopped, like hardly he talked to her and her sister, because her sister lately, she became a Christian too. And she asked me if I can talk to him. And she said finally she made him agree to talk to me. But she said, please, I mean, he will not do it again. He promised. If you could not convince him, he will not do it again. And he told us, if he called me stupid, if he called me etc., if blah, blah, blah. I mean, like he gave her a list. So I said, no problem. And he's an Arab. The family are Arab people, so we do not need to speak in English. And he said, we don't want to be recorded. It have to be private, not on air. I said, sure, no problem. Then we start, the conversation. And right away, he surprised me by saying to me, you have 5 minutes. Look, he did not tell his sister we have 5 minutes. But when we start the call, he said to me, I will give you 5 minutes. When the 5 minutes is over, if you do not convince me, I will hang up. Now, how in the world do you want to make somebody accept Islam is a stupid in 5 minutes? A grown man, he have a degrees, he is educated, he have a very good profession. 5 minutes. That's it. And he said, just tell me when you want to start, so I will start the clock. 5 minutes. So I said to myself, what I would do, 5 minutes, I mean, that's it, it's one shot, So I said, okay, I'm going to show you something from the Quran. I said to him, start the clock. I will show you something from the Quran. How you explain the Quran? He said, my favorite scholar is Ibn Kathir. I said to him, who is the one you read to interpretation? He said, my favorite is Ibn Kathir. I said, wonderful. So I went to this verse, which we mentioned not long time ago. Chapter 34, verse number 14. And, for him, he did read it in Arabic, and he said, I saw this verse before, nothing wrong with it. He said, read it. Solomon, he died and he was dead on his chair for 1 year, and nobody noticed that he is dead. Until the termite, they ate his stick.
Maka tatkala kami telah menetapkan kematian Sulaiman, tidak ada yang menunjukkan kepada mereka kematiannya itu, kecuali rayap yang memakan tongkatnya. Maka tatkala ia telah tersungkur, taulah jin itu bahwa kalau sekiranya mereka mengetahui yang gaib, tentulah mereka tidak akan tetap dalam siksa yang menghinakan. Ketika kami mematikan Sulaiman, tidak ada yang memberitahukan hal itu kepada bangsa jin, selain seekor binatang melata yang menggerogoti tongkat sandaran Sulaiman. Saat jatuh tersungkur, barulah bangsa jin menyadari bahwa seandainya mereka dapat mengetahui persoalan gaib, mereka pasti tidak akan membiarkan diri mereka berada dalam siksa yang menyusahkan dan menghinakan.
He said it doesn't say that. Where is the 1 year? I said, this is why I asked you which interpretation you like before we start, because I wasn't sure which verse I'm going to show you. And then I showed him Ibn Kathir. And I showed him, here we go. This is Ibn Kathir saying, and I made him read in Arabic. I'm showing you in English. Allah tell us how Sulaiman, etc., etc., he remained leaning on his stick, which he has, which his staff. Ibn Abbas, he said, etc. And then, because I was worried about it, I was skipping the sentence, exactly what I'm talking to you now, because I'm worried about the 5 minute time. He stayed like that for a long time, nearly a year, when the creature of the earth, which was kind of warm, ate it through his stick and became weak, and he fell into the ground. So I said, the guy, he was dead for a year. His wife come to him, nobody noticed that he's dead. His ministers come to him, nobody knows he's dead. The guy don't go to the bathroom. The guy who don't eat. The guy don't fart. The guy his eyes don't blink. The guy who don't move his lips. The guy who don't move his fingers. And for a year, nobody noticed that he is dead. And I said to him, I'm done. Even the 5 minutes is not done. You tell me, what do you think? The guy, he went in silence. He said, give me a minute. And I'm waiting. His sister, she was like, she's talking to him, like whispering, showing him in the book. You know, he have the book. He have the book. You know, I gave him the link. You know, he's reading in Arabic. And I'm waiting. My 5 minutes is not over yet, but I mean, that's it. I'm done. I'm not going to, if this is not enough to prove to you that Islam is stupid, but I would do more. But because I promised his sister I will not use the word stupid, etc., because he said if you do use those words, I will hang up. So I would say I'm waiting, you know. And then he said, this is stupid. He asked me not to use the word stupid. He put a condition before we talk that he shall not use the word stupid. If he used the word stupid, I will hang up. I will leave. I will not listen to him again. I'm warning you, sister. So sister, she said to me, please don't use the word stupid when you talk to him. Even if you are not talking about him, talking about the Quran or Hadith, don't say the word stupid. I said, okay, I will not. So he went in silence for a minute or two, and then he said, this is stupid. I said, remember, we should not use the word stupid. He said, yeah, we should not, but this is stupid, what I can say. I said, wonderful, so what do you say now? This is Quran saying to you that there is a God, his name is Allah. He put Sulaiman on the chair for a year, and nobody noticed that he is dead. Why? Because he died standing. Does it make a difference if you die standing or laying in your back? I mean, how people they knew you are dead or not? Is that because you are standing or no? If you don't talk, if you don't move, if you are cold, your body is cold, you know, your body will start decay anyway. So the stick was decayed before the body. And the purpose of that, as you see in screen, Allah don't want the genie that now he said it's stupid. So that the 5th time zone is broken. He's not counting time no more. So I said, okay, if Allah here it says Allah he don't want the genie to know that he is dead, can't Allah extend his life for 1 more year instead of making him stand on the stick? He said, yeah, I'm telling you this is stupid. I cannot say anything. I said, don't you wanna? He said, look, I'm not here to come in to argue. I told my sister, I'm not here to debate you. I will listen to you. And I agree, this is stupid. I said, so the 5 minutes is over. You made a promise. Either you agree with me that Islam is stupid, you know, which this is why you are calling either Islam is bad, which means stupid, a lie, or Islam is good and you stay as a Muslim. So what we should say? He went in a mute again, and he said, can I read more? I said, sure, go ahead. And then he said, you know, actually, when I was reading the story, I said to myself, this is garbage. So I have to agree with you. This is really stupid, and I am not a Muslim no more. But he said, I need to read more. To be sure, I chose Ibn Kathir, but Ibn Kathir, maybe he's wrong. Maybe other tafsir is better. I said, forget about Ibn Kathir, read the Quran. The Quran in front of you. Who needed Ibn Kathir? The story in the Quran is very clear. We made him die until, and the jinn did nothing informed the jinn of his death, except the little worm of the earth. I said, how long it take the worm to eat a steak? So who need Ibn Kathir? It's in front of you. That's why I chose this verse, because they can't play too much games with it. It's so clear. The guy, he said, okay, you know what? uh, he was really upset. You know, I hear his breathing. He said, "You know what? Very disappointing. I thought my sister, she was being fooled. I stopped talking to her for a while. And my other sister, she followed her, so I was angry from her for making two sisters of mine leave Islam." I said, "Son, what you will do now? You are not a Muslim. Do you want to accept Christ?" And then he said, "No, I'm not going to accept Christ because I need to study more. I'm not going to leave a stupid thing to join a stupid thing." I said, "Remember, you said you don't like to use stupid." He said, "I don't mean bad thing, but maybe Christianity is a stupid too." I said, "What about we have a conversation and see if it's stupid or not?" So he promised that we will continue talking. He need to read more. He wanna, like, his sister, she will share the gospel with him. She will show him. He will read more. He will do more research, and we will go back and talk again to talk about Christianity. But already he is out of Islam. So the funny in this story is that the person, he put conditions that I should not use the word stupid, and he is the one who used it as soon as he saw this verse. You tell me, if you are a Muslim watching this video, how in the world do you want to accept such a story? Anyway, I'm not going to, as I said, I will keep this video as short as I can. I'm so happy for this gentleman. And as you see, as we promised you, we did not record anything. I always keep my promise. And I hope soon we will have him discussing more about the Bible. And, we will wait and see. For now, he is out of Islam. We are so happy for him. We are so happy for his sister. She start, she was so excited. She was so happy, like, almost she is crying that he is out of Islam. She said now, and then after that he left. He was really upset. He left, and she talked to me. She said, now at least we can talk to him to accept the Bible, because now he is gone out of the cult of Islam. She said to me, you should see his face when you showed him that verse. You should see his face. He could not believe it. And the funny, he said that he heard this verse before. You see, they heard those verses before, but they never notice how stupid they are. Because some people, they don't notice really. They read, but they don't, they don't notice what's wrong with this. This is stupid. And actually, this is what I think made him upset, because he saw this verse, God knows how many times before. But he never noticed there is something stupid. A guy, he died, and he was dying standing for a year, and nobody noticed that he is dead. And why? Because Allah don't want the genie to know. But this guy is a king. He's not even a normal person. Anyway, guys, we thought we will make it short, but we are so happy for this gentleman who he asked me not to use the word stupid when I speak about the Quran, to prove the Quran wrong. And then he himself, he admit that this is stupid. So I'm so happy for you, my friend. I'm so glad that you left Islam, and we are, I'm so excited to see you soon. I respect this gentleman very much and his family. We pray for them. I'm very thankful for his sisters to bring their brother to speak to me. And we pray that soon their brother will join them. And because soon the three of them, I hope they will have their own baptism, because the sister, they do not have baptism yet. They accepted the Christ, but they did not get baptized yet. So we pray for them that they will see the salvation. We pray that the whole family will become a believing family. That will become very lovely to see such a thing. And I'm very grateful for the sister to bring her brother. She is very brave. She did not hide from him that she became a Christian, and she believed, and she was doing her best, but he don't want to listen. But 5 minutes, you have 5 minutes. And the 5 minutes was more than enough to make him leave Islam, because he was decent, he was honest, and he don't want to play games. So I want to say thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. Don't forget to download the video and share it with your friends. And 5 minutes, use that verses in the Quran. Anyone remember what verse we spoke about? Who remember the verse? What verse we're talking about? Chapter 34, verse number 14. Chapter 34, verse number 14. No Muslim can refute this unless he is going to just go in denial that God, he made a man dead, and nobody noticed that he is dead because he was leaning on his stick. For how long? For a year. Nobody can get away with this. Doesn't matter how much games he tried to play. Doesn't matter. And this is the let me give you the link for the reference. You can save Ibn Kathir to your bookmark and show it to your friend that how this man he died for a year and nobody noticed that he is dead until the ants, they ate his stick, and then people notice. I mean, a guy who died, he need to go to the bathroom. Nobody noticed that the guy don't go to the bathroom. Nobody noticed that this guy, okay, a guy is standing for 1 year, not moving. I mean, and nobody noticed, brother. Nobody noticed. The wives, the ministers, the command of the army, the cook, the servants, the one who do clean the room, nobody noticed. I mean, the guy standing in the middle of the room. So normal, it's normal. It's normal. You know, there's a guy standing in the middle of the room for a year. So what? I mean, that happened all the time, you know. But the bad termite is the one who caused him to fail. Bad termite. See, it looked like Sulaiman, he was suffering from termite too. Even he have the most nice palace, but termite is all over his. I mean, okay, people, they are coming inside the room and the termite are eating the steak, which means there's thousands of ants all over him. And nobody notice. You see, let us go with the stupid story. As long the termite are eating the steak, and those servant and genie and wives and everybody into the room, nobody noticed that there's thousands of ants all over him eating his steak. Nobody noticed them. True story. I mean, it's very convincing. And we are, you know, Islam and science, Quran and science. That is the science of Allah. Thank you very much for being here. In His name we pray. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Take care.